Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dupor Bowl XIII. It's November 30th, 1991, and we are live at Lafayette Field. It's about 12:15 in the afternoon. With me, as usual, John DaRin of the Brownson Broadcasting Network. John, welcome aboard.
It's good to be here, Mike. Thank you.
Maybe we can take a shot at the Tvardzik designed field. It's certainly the best one yet, and the players you can see getting ready with their pregame warm-ups down on the field. We have some teams already selected, and they will be Bruce Murray, multiple MVP in this league, Jim Hawley, Doug Condon, and Kevin Cwanek will be opposing Harold Darak, also multiple MVP, Paul Tvardzik, Dave Gaynor, and Greg Goldspink, the rookie this year. Players are getting ready down on the field with their pregame warm-ups. And you see that Paul Tvardzik has designed the word Dupor right across the field. There's a beautiful, beautiful job. If we can pan down towards the end zones, we'll see that field that Paul has designed with the Roman numeral 13 and an official Dupor Bowl football drawn on the right sideline. And on the left sideline is 91. So really a beautiful field, John, isn't it?
Yes, as you said, Mike, this is definitely the best field in Dupor Bowl history, I would think.
We also have a newcomer, Harold Darak's son, Jeffrey, only at the age of 7, and he was not even born yet when we did the first filming in 1984. But Jeffrey will be in an experiment, really, in the league, the first second-generation Dupor Bowl player on board. We'll be getting ready now for the opening kickoff. John, you've been looking through the updated stats. Anything jump out at you that we should be looking for in this 13th Dupor Bowl?
Well, of course, Murray and Darak have been the duo, the two players who have really dominated the league over the years. One player who had an excellent year last year was Jim Hawley. He had an excellent passing year, throwing 4 touchdowns. And also, Condon on defense was actually named MVP last year because of his excellent defensive demonstration.
John, they're looking for a coin for the kickoff. And we do have one. Team captains Harold Darak and Bruce Murray go out to the midfield stripe. There's Paul Tvardzik, the designer of that field.
Selected Jeffrey Darak to call. Flip a coin.
I think another new feature this year for the pleasure of our Brownson Broadcasting Network listeners is the microphone directed towards the field. So we will be picking up the action down on the field. Let's go down there now. Here comes the coin toss. Little confusion down there as the youngster. He calls heads. Heads it is. Well, we missed. Bruce Murray's team won the toss and have elected to receive.
They're receiving the kickoff. We're defending this goal.
Okay, they'll be defending the right goal, and we'll be getting ready for the opening kickoff of Dupor Bowl XIII, 1991 in just a few moments. We should point out that this year's Dupor Bowl, I think, has got to be the warmest on record. We're getting into the 60s, I'd say, today. It is a little bit cloudy, but no rain is in the forecast for this day. We'll be getting ready with the kickoff now. We can, there they are. There's Jeffrey, waiting to see who's going to make that opening kickoff this year. The team's getting to know each other. We have some newcomers. They'll be kicking off from a T, from the X. And they're getting ready now to go. Looks like the kickoff will be by the newcomer, Greg Goldspink, John.
Yes, apparently Goldspink is a solid athlete.
And we're underway. Nice kick. Right through the end zone. Right through the end zone. It'll come back to the 10-yard line where it'll be first down, 10 yards to go from the 10. First and 10 from the 10.
Darak certainly happy with that initial kickoff going right through the end zone.
We are underway here in Dupor Bowl number 13. John, what do you look for in these two teams?
Let's see, Murray is the all-time pass catcher in Dupor Bowl history with, let's see, he's got 69 receipts and a total of 1,093 yards in his Dupor Bowl career, spanning 1979 through last year, 1990. So, Jim Hawley had an excellent last year in passing, throwing for 4 touchdowns.
Jim is one of the career leaders in passing. He's very close to 1,000 yards, I believe, in his career. It'll be Hawley at the quarterback, Condon wide on the left, Murray wide on the right. Great tandem of receivers. Snap back to Hawley. Tvardzik providing the rush. Hawley looking. He's got Murray open on the right. He throws over to Murray. It's complete. Shy of the first down. He stopped at about the 17-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 3. 14 plays left in the first quarter.
Okay, we do have a new scoreboard this year showing both down and number of plays left.
2nd down. Looks like about 2 or 3 yards to go. First play, typically, John, a pass from Hawley to Murray.
It was a nice pickup.
5 blitzes a half. Snap back to Hawley. Hawley looking for Murray. He's open, bobbles it, and he's stopped, but he gets to midfield for a 1st down.
First down for Murray. Murray, notably with the blue and white striped jersey this year. Last year he left it home and he was very upset without it. So this year it made a comeback, and we're very happy to see Murray with that old uniform on. Another change in uniform this year, Paul Tvardzik going from the Vikings jersey to a Miami Dolphin jersey. Some questioning as to whether he jumped off the Viking bandwagon, and Paul was quick to point out that the Dolphin bandwagon is not the best one to join either. So we'll go with the first.
They're blitzing! Hawley's able to run on the blitz, and he's stopped by Darak after really just a short gain of maybe about a yard, if that. John, we should explain for the fans the blitz rule. There's always some confusion on that, I think. Blitzes mean that there is no count before the rush. It allows an immediate rush, but it also frees the quarterback up and allows him to run. Normally, the so-called Darak rule prevents the quarterback from running with the ball.
Of course, Darak has come up with a way around that rule, and that he will often, when he's on offense, line up behind the quarterback, and the quarterback will pitch the ball to him, which will allow him to run the ball.
That's right. Okay. They're coming back again. Condon at center this time. It'll be Cwanek wide on the right side. Murray on the left. Snap back to Hawley. Murray's going long, and he's going all the way. It's up. It is incomplete. Nice defense. Nice defense by Gaynor.
He's going for the ball. Going for the ball.
There was a little bit of activity, but I think that was a clean play.
Some questioning as to whether that was pass interference down the field. And it looked to me as if Gaynor had the right to that ball just as much as Murray did. We'll call that one an incomplete and bring it back to the line of scrimmage.
Clearly, John, they were going for the home run ball that time, going all the way. It's going to be 3rd down and about 9 yards to go. 3rd and 9. There are 11 plays left in the first quarter.
Well, Murray scored 27 touchdowns in his Dupor career. Long on a pass reception is 52 yards with an average of just about 16 yards per catch. So Murray is an excellent receiver. Of course, this team is also blessed with Condon, who's also had an excellent Dupor career in receiving.
2 very fine receivers and one of the all-time quarterbacks in Jim Hawley, so it should be an interesting combination. 3rd down long, Cwanek on the right, Murray on the left. 42! Snap back to Hawley, Tvardzik rushing. He's looking for Murray over the middle. It's complete, and he's right around that marker. It's going to be close. Let's see where that spot is. It looks like he has enough for the 1st down. And he does, just inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Nice play by Murray. He's not afraid to cut across that middle, and Jim Hawley found him in some traffic in the middle, and they completed it with enough yardage for a 1st down. Nice play.
That's right, John. There really was fairly good coverage on that, but a nice play with Hawley really threading the needle there, showing why he is one of the all-time quarterbacks in Dupor Bowl history. And Hawley very close to approaching that 1,000-yard mark in career passing. Cwanek Condon a tight end on the right, Murray wide on the left. 10 plays left first quarter. Condon's wide open. It's up. It is touchdown. Touchdown. 7-0. There's our first score in Dupor Bowl 1991. Hawley to Condon.
Beautiful pass by Hawley and Condon. Their veteran status showed on that one. They faked the short pass, went deep. Goldspink went for the fake, and Condon was wide open in the end zone. Condon, last year's MVP, primarily for his defensive efforts, showed his great offensive talents in that play also.
And Condon on the receiving end, he's only been in the Dupor Bowl, I believe, since 1986, but he is second in terms of yards with all-time receptions. That is Condon's 14th TD as a receiver. And for Jim Hawley, it is his 20th TD pass in Dupor Bowl history.
Let's also give some credit to Cwanek out there. Cwanek at this point is also a veteran of the league.
Here's the kickoff by Cwanek. It's end over end, but short, taken by Darak at about the 16, and he stopped just across the 20 to about the 22-yard line.
So Darak's team will start this possession with excellent field position. They start at a deficit here, down 7-0.
And there's Paul Tvardzik. Paul really did just a terrific job with the field this year.
Of course, Paul does an excellent job every year.
He certainly does, John.
There were some rumors that Paul was actually going to come out last night to lime the field, but apparently he did choose to wait until this morning.
Yes, I understand, about 8:30 this morning. Cloudy day here. Now let's see this team on offense. Should be a good game. Harold Darak at quarterback, the all-time best in Dupor Bowls. Snap back to Jeffrey Darak. That makes Harold an eligible runner, and he does run up the left sideline. He's still going. Only one man to beat. Stopped by Murray all the way down to about the 7.
We're going to have an immediate rush on that lateral. Learning process.
For Harold Darak, a gain of about 35 yards.
Now it's 5 against 4.
Some complaints out on the field that Jeffrey Darak is in fact a useful player out there. 5 against 4 because of the fact that he can lateral off to his father and make Harold an eligible rusher.
Yeah, I mean, that lateral is that you got to run out. Rush right in.
The suggestion would be to keep somebody one-on-one on Harold. I don't usually like to provide coaching comments from the booth. No. There's some indication this could be an unbelievable turn of events, but Bill Wyskiel could be arriving at the field now. From the reaction of the players down on the field, I think that might just be what's happened. Snap back right to Harold Darak. Harold looking into the end zone. Good coverage downfield. Puts it up for grabs. It's complete. What a play. What a play. Beautiful catch by the rookie. And this is a tie game, 7-7. Unbelievable play, John.
That was beautiful. Goldspink showed some athletic ability on that play, jumping up into the air, catching it. Darik's team scored in only 2 plays that time. Beautiful march down the field. Of course, Darak has always been an excellent rusher in the league. He certainly added to his total 489 yards career rushing yardage on that one run. Looked to be a good 30 to 40 yards on that run.
Seems to be some question now as to whether Bill Wyskiel is going to get out of his vehicle. We have a break in the action. Let's see, are we able to get Bill's vehicle? Yeah, there it is. He has not yet gotten out of the vehicle. Do we have any word on the field as to whether Bill Wyskiel intends to get out of his vehicle?
No, not yet.
Of course, this is
Here's
the
the kickoff.
The Wyskiel has not yet crashed.
Again, all the way through the end zone.
Beautiful kick by Goldspink.
Goldspink is showing himself to be an excellent player in this Dupor Bowl.
I think Darak is pleased with the fact that Goldspink ended up on his team.
Yes.
Especially with that added dimension of the kickoff right through the end zone.
I don't think we've seen that before in Dupor Bowl history, John.
At least not back to back.
In terms of ringers, let me point out that in 1980 we had a guy named Al Strauss who came in and did nothing less than score 48 points in 2 Dupor Bowl games, just dominated the 2 games that year. We haven't had anyone come close to that yet. Back to live action. Hawley calling the signals. Snap back to Hawley. Hawley They're sending Cwanek long. Now he calls him back in. Also looking for Condon on the left. Puts it up and completes it to about the 15-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Decent pickup that time by Hawley. He saw that Condon was covered on his deep route and decided to throw it to him short.
There are 7 plays left in the first quarter, and there's Bill Wyskiel has now ventured out of his vehicle. An amazing turn of events here. Just really an amazing turn of events.
Of course, we mentioned that Bill has now had this car for a good 2 or 3 years and has not yet crashed the vehicle. We'll have to question him about that.
This is really shocking. We had written Bill off, we had denigrated him, and fortunately not on film. Now here it is, 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Lining up this time with Condon as a quarterback, John.
And Murray as receiver. Last time Murray snapped the ball.
And he looks for Murray, fakes the short to Murray, looking for Murray over the middle. Oh. Incomplete, nice defense by Harold Darak. Bill Wyskiel, welcome to Dupor Bowl XIII.
Oh.
Another Paul Tvardzik drawn field. We have an extra guy if you're ready to go down there and play.
To go home for change.
How are you?
Okay.
I'm in my announcer's voice, so I can't really talk to you. Good to see you.
Oh, nice to see you
You
guys.
see we have a television this year?
Oh my lord.
There's Bill. Oops. Good to see you, Bill.
Good to see you, Michael.
Paul did a great job with the field again this year. We're going to have to go back to
Glad
live
Paul's
action.
still alive.
There are six plays left, John.
3rd down.
Snap back. Oh, here comes a blitz. It looks like they got him. I'd say he's down. He's down. He's sacked.
What happened?
He sacked him back there, so no interception.
No, we didn't get him.
Oh, I'm drinking beer already.
He sacked Tvardzik with the sack, which, as it turned out, they would have intercepted the ball had he not sacked him. But it'll now be, 3rd down or?
4th down.
Hold it! 4th down! And they're going to punt the ball on 4th down and 15 yards to go. What's that? It'll be Murray punting from inside his own end zone. Good defensive stand, John.
That was a good defensive series. Darak knocked a big 2nd down pass.
Punt is taken by Goldspink at his own 20. Looking for room, he falls.
Who's Goldspink? Twisted his ankle.
And he's
pretty
down.
bad, though.
Injury timeout doesn't count.
And he's down.
What do you mean an injury timeout doesn't count? What kind of rule is that?
He's sitting up. It looked like he just twisted it, John, trying to cut for some yardage.
This looks like the first injury of Dupor Bowl XIII. Of course, last year we had a broken collarbone on the field.
Yep. And back in '84, your injury to was it the left knee, John, or the right? Yeah,
yes,
the left knee. It was ligament damage. And here comes Daryl, another new player arriving to the field. This is a friend of Linda's. We went to her 10-year reunion last night and recruited another player. Here comes Daryl arriving to the field. And Linda, what is Daryl's last name?
Rippini.
Daryl Rippini arriving at the field. And not a moment too soon. It looks like we do have an injury down there. I can't tell if it's the ankle or the knee.
Looks like we got car problems.
There are 5 plays left in the first quarter. And at least Goldspink is sitting up. But he may be done.
How'd you guys get here to do the field?
Paul was
Mike,
doing
as a
about
person with a
8:30.
knee injury myself, I can certainly feel for Goldspink. I know how it feels to twist that knee and feel something pop in there. So.
Yeah, put the beer down and go play football.
And we've got a replacement going in. Greg Goldspink really looked fantastic in the play so far today. But he will be coming out.
Where'd he come from? Goldspink.
And the newcomer's name I don't believe we have. Harold Darak's now shedded his outer garment and in a t-shirt. Snap is back to Harold Darak. He is looking long for Tvardzik. He's got it! It's going to score! Oh, he's out of bounds. He couldn't turn it upfield. Nice play. Darak to Tvardzik down to about the 10-yard line, John.
That was a beautiful pass play. Darak put it right on the line out to Tvardzik. Tvardzik looks very slim this year. It looks like he's slimmed down for today's game.
Tvardzik does look slim.
Looks like he went down actually at the 20.
That's what I want the bear for.
Cwanek apparently put a touch on him at the 20, so nice first down play. Here's another first down situation. Darak back at quarterback.
John, is that your job?
Back to Jeffrey. To Darak. Darak can run in this situation.
Straight arm in the block.
Some good blocking there in front line.
Two plays left in the first quarter. It'll be first down, goal to go. Dupor Bowl XIII.
Some good blocking provided on the front line there by this replacement. We don't have his name. But Hawley wasn't able to get in on Darak, and Darak rushed for another 12 yards, it looked like.
Snaps it back to Harold. Harold, hands off to Jeffrey. The ball is down, and he's stopped. And he's stopped for a loss back to the 12-yard line, but the first carry by Jeffrey Darak. We're down to the last play of the first quarter.
Gaynor doesn't seem to have gotten involved in this offense at this point yet, Mike.
And that could be a key if he starts getting involved.
Of course, last year, Gaynor was upset in that he was not eligible to play for the first game because he arrived late.
That's correct. Darak is at quarterback. Here comes the blitz. They're after him. Hawley puts the pressure up, out of the end zone, and incomplete. Very effective use of the blitz, John.
Yes, it was. Hawley came in there.
It's the end of the quarter.
Put a good rush on. Gaynor had an opportunity for the one-handed catch, which he was demonstrating in the pregame festivities, but he was not able to come up with it.
Keep third and goal play.
Gaynor in motion.
Tvardzik's opening the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Darak to Tvardzik on a nice play. And that makes it 14-7, John.
Someone wasn't able to keep up out there. I can't believe it was Condon. Condon wasn't able to keep up with Tvardzik on that play.
You think that Tvardzik's weight loss has made that much of a difference in his speed?
Could be. Plus those tight pants. Look at those tight pants out there, hugging the buttocks and the thigh region. Could do something for him out there. There could have been. We'll have to see the replay on that one. There could have been some interference in the middle of the field that created that opening for Tvardzik.
We have the capability for the first time to do instant replays, but because technically it is still not really refined, we are not really advertising that fact. 13 plays left in the first half.
And Tvardzik last year really came up big with some catches in the end zone.
I think it's still 14, John, because we don't have a 15.
Oh.
Kickoff is another good one, taken by Murray right at the goal line. Running left, Murray returned one all the way last year, and he's stopped by Tvardzik at about the 18-yard line, where it will be first and 10.
So the Darak team scored on their two possessions here. Murray's team, of course, had a punt last time around, so we'll see if they can come back and tie it here.
This year, for the first time, John, we have an obstruction in our view, and we apologize to our viewers for that. They very ignorantly installed that light fixture without consulting the Brownson Broadcasting Network.
We could
Here's Jim Hawley back to pass. He's looking for Murray, incomplete.
Got a ball, you
Murray went for
fancy
the
ways.
one-handed catch on that one. It was thrown a little bit out in front of him. He just wasn't able to come up with it.
It'll be second down, 10 yards to go from about the 18-yard line.
Jeffrey in the middle of the action out there seemed to come up with a little bit of a slight injury, but he seems okay.
13 plays left till halftime. A 14-7 game. John, do you see the teams that's fairly evenly matched so far, or do you spot any weaknesses in either team?
Well, the one surprise that we've seen thus far is Paul Tvardzik's rise to stardom. He seems to have elevated his game somewhat. Last year we saw evidence of it, and this year even more evidence.
Second down, 10 yards to go from the 18-yard line.
What's the score?
14-7, team with the ball behind. Jim Hawley's looking over the middle. It's got Condon. It just short of the first down. Stopped him at about the 27-yard line, but it'll be third down and about a yard or two to go. 12 plays left till in the first half.
You would have to think this is two down territory for Murray's team. They're going to want to get this first down.
It'll be third down and really really about 4 yards to go. 12 plays left in the first half. We play, of course, 15-play quarters. There are timeouts, which essentially freezes the number of plays left.
As we've seen in prior Dupors, the timeouts can significantly extend a half or a game.
John, would you think that this would be a good time to use one of those 5 blitzes allowed in a half?
I certainly would, Mike. As we discussed, Darak is a veteran of this league, and he understands the fact that third and fourth down situations are big times to blitz.
We're going to see that. Yes, they're blitzing. Hawley gets it off. Intercepted by Darak right in the middle of the field. He's gone. Touchdown, Harold Darak. What a play.
Hawley was under some pressure on that one, wanted to get rid of it quick.
Darak was blitzing. He threw it right in the middle to Harold Darak, and it's now 21-7. As you and I had just pointed out, I thought that would be an effective time to use the blitz. Certainly turned out to be 21-7. Harold Darak, that's about his 15th career interception. We don't have an exact stat on that, but
that's a big turn of events.
Since 1979.
Just like Reggie White on that one.
Murray, the career leader in win-loss percentage at 13-5-1.
He's got a hole now to dig himself out of.
He's got to be very upset at this point.
Kickoff is by Gaynor. It's a low one, bouncing towards the side of the field. Bounces over. Now Cwanek takes at the 8. He stopped almost immediately at the 8-yard line, and they're in a hole, and they're trailing by 14 points.
We might look for a shakeup in the Murray squad at this point. Hawley doesn't seem to be living up to prior Dupor passing statistics. We might see Condon back at quarterback at this point.
That play by Darak was really a first-class play.
That was.
Blitzing right up the middle. He knew enough to call the blitz at that point, and then, of course, made the absolute most of it.
Of course, Darak and Murray were the two players eligible for Player of the Decade, having been named MVP the most number of times in that
We
decade.
never did really award that. I
award.
suppose they're co-MVPs of the decade.
That would be the best way to handle it, I would think.
And now into the 1990s, the third decade. We had that one game in 79.
Who was the first player to score in all 3 decades, Mike?
Bruce Murray was the first one. He had scored in 79, scored many times throughout the 80s, and of course scoring again.
Ready, set.
Hawley is still at quarterback, looks for Condon. He's got him, and he bobbled it. I think he's got the first down. He's very close. Darak is saying that he is just shy of the first down. He's at about the 18-yard line. It'll be second down, really about a foot to go. Second down, 1 yard to go. Jim Hawley, quarterback, snaps it back to Hawley. Hawley hands off to Condon. Condon has got the first down on a running play. The inside handoff to Condon. He picks up really a yard or two, which is all he needed. And it'll be first down, and there are now 9 plays left in the first half.
Murray was at center on that play, and that should have given something away to the defense. Murray provided a nice block for Condon and gave him that corner so he can get around for the 2 yards.
Good point. First and 10 at the 20, and Gaynor sets the first down marker a little bit too far. Now Tvardzik moves the ball up, so I suppose that evens it out. It'll be first and 10 just across their own 20-yard line. 9 plays left in the first half.
Ready, set.
Snaps back to Hawley, fakes the hand up to Condon. Hawley out to Cwanek, who was open, but it's incomplete. And it'll be second down, 10 yards to go.
What's the rule on this? The center can't go out?
The center can't go out, and the quarterback can't run with the ball unless there's a blitz.
Okay.
For Cwanek, not noted as an exceptional receiver in past Dupors, he has been an exceptional special teams player and blocker, pass rusher, but that play he went out for the reception. Ball wasn't quite thrown directly at him, and they couldn't come up with it.
Second down, 10 yards to go, ball at the 21. This is the 13th annual Dupor Bowl, live from Lafayette Field on Saturday, November 30th on a 60-degree day, our warmest yet. This will be Hawley still at quarterback. Condon wide on the left, Cwanek on the right. He's looking, Condon now deep. It's up there. It's incomplete. Condon had slowed down And I think that was an error. It's third down, 10 yards to go, and there are now only 7 plays left till halftime, with the Murray team trailing 21-7.
Murray's team is just not clicking this year, Mike. Must be some intangible out there. Last year, of course, it was rumored that Bruce Murray did have a scorpion ball the night before. That may have aided his play last year. This year, the scorpion ball is apparently lacking.
Last year, Murray lost in the first game as well. With Assembly, he was paired up with Hawley, Cwanek, but not Condon. They've got the 2 greatest all-time receivers. They're blitzing. Hawley is running with the ball now, and he has got a first down. He's going down the sideline. He's all the way. Touchdown on the blitz, and they're back in that ball game. Jim Hawley.
Hawley showing
an
the pure
excellent
speed.
block.
Hawley showing the pure speed, which has made him a phantom in this game. Years and years of Dupor history.
A 39-yard touchdown run by Jim Hawley puts him right back in the game, 21-14. Bruce Murray with just an excellent block on that play, as I'm sure the replay this evening at the Hawley Mansion will show.
And of course, Murray
And Jim Hawley, 39-yard touchdown run. So Hawley on the all-time scoring list. Jim Hawley has now scored 67 points. He's about 6th on the all-time scoring list in the Dupor Bowl. Still a lot of time left until halftime. 6 plays left.
That puts Murray's team right back into the ball game here. They're going to have to come back with some strong defense here.
Go home and change and be back for the second game.
Very rare appearance by Bill Wyskiel.
What the fuck? What do you mean a rare appearance?
It'll be kicked off by Bruce Murray.
A rare appearance.
They're right back in this game, John. He kicks it out of bounds, and they'll probably send him back 5 yards deeper to the 15. John, what can you say so far? A really hotly contested game. We feel very bad that we had an injured player.
It's been a game of big plays so far with that one interception.
He's walking
by
around
Darak.
at least.
The 2 long plays by Murray's team.
Kicked off, taken by the rookie. He's running up the sideline. He's got an opening. Tvardzik with a good block. Now he stopped by Jim Hawley at about the 22-yard line. We heard the player's name is Dave.
Well, like, you should get names for the back of the shirt.
Maybe we can get the big guy over there to come in at the second half and get Daryl in the second half of this game.
Dave has demonstrated some speed out there. Dave might be a secret weapon for Darak's team.
You're talking about the rookie Dave.
Yes, the rookie Dave.
You up for the
Of course, we have Gaynor out there. Gaynor hasn't done much yet in this game.
5 blitzes per half. That's not a play, the kickoff. First and 10, 6 plays left till halftime, but there are 3 timeouts per team. Harold Darak at quarterback, Jeffrey is a halfback. Tvardzik wide on the left, Gaynor in motion on the right. They're blitzing. Darak stopped. A nice play by Kevin Cwanek, sacking Darak. They're getting a little more aggressive here, and they may be starting to turn this around. Sacking back to the 15.
Cwanek, of course, was blitzing on that play, but he has demonstrated that strong pass rush that he has excelled in prior Dupors. So
that'll make it down to 5 plays left.
That was a nice play. Really pushes them back here.
They started at about the 22, so it'll be second down and really about 17 yards to go. Very key sack by Kevin Cwanek, who has been a strong defensive player in the past on the line.
Of course, each team does have its 3 timeouts remaining, so this is a big set of downs.
It's Harold Darak at quarterback. Gaynor and Tvardzik wide on the right. Snaps back to Darak. There's no blitz. Darak looking. He's now hemmed in, looking to throw, gets it off to Tvardzik, complete and stopped just across midfield at about the 29-yard line of the opposing team. But it'll be third down and about 2 yards to go. There are now only 4 plays left till halftime.
Tvardzik comes up big again on that play, having been noted in the past for having so-called hands of stone. Made a beautiful catch on that one, very close to the first down.
John, you pointed out earlier that Paul's really looking good in this Dupor Bowl.
Paul, last year he had a great Dupor. This year he appears to be living up to that form again. It looks like he shed some pounds. Of course, he has been a veteran.
Key third down play, 3rd and 2. They're blitzing. Darak can run, but he's hemmed in by Hawley. Gets it off. Tvardzik wide open. Touchdown! Touchdown! A 30-yard touchdown strike. Darak to Tvardzik, and it is 28-14.
Condon, last year's MVP, has been beaten twice badly by Tvardzik. Tvardzik comes up big once again. That's been the difference in this first game of Dupor Bowl XIII, Mike.
Paul Tvardzik really looking good. I thought that after he spent hours preparing the field that he wouldn't have anything left in the game, but he's proving us wrong. 28-14, 2 scores ahead. You know, I think the plan was on that play, John, is that they expected a blitz. They thought Darak would be able to run for the 2 yards needed for the first down. Jim Hawley did an excellent job of hemming him in, but then Tvardzik got free for the touchdown. Kickoff will be by Gaynor. It's a low kick. Bounces over the head. Nobody's covered it yet. Now Bruce Murray has it running up the left sideline, and he makes it out to about the 15. John, recall last year, Bruce Murray had a 65-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, which is a Dupor Bowl record.
Of course, we shouldn't belittle Darak's performance in this game so far, Mike. The leading passer in Dupor Bowl history, completing well over 50% of his passes. Collected it himself. He saw the blitz. He was going to run. Saw the blitz. Saw Tvardzik wide open and put the ball right on the mark to him.
It's an excellent point. You move down that way, the football's in the way of the camera. Jim Hawley at quarterback. Now he's looking long for Bruce Murray. It's up, but Tvardzik is there with the interception, and he's out of bounds at the 18. Paul Tvardzik, again, is really a one-man gang, John.
Tvardzik is incredible out there. Of course, we don't want to make light of Tvardzik's accomplishments in the past, but this year he's really taken control out there, and he's brought his game up to the superstar level.
That could be that's a really big play, because now they have the opportunity to go up by 3 scores.
Well, at this point, Darak's team has the potential of putting this game out of reach. If they come up with another score here before halftime, it could be could really be a crushing blow.
And I'll tell you, John, quite frankly, I would have given the edge to the Murray team at the start of this game with the 2 all-time greatest receivers in Bruce Murray and Doug Condon on that team. But this interesting collection of rookies and veterans on the right has really shown well. It's snapped back to Darak. They're looking for more points clearly. Now for Gaynor, and he's got it, and Murray will... No, Murray didn't stop him. Cwanek stops him, however, at about the 29-yard line. And they take a timeout, so there will still be 2 plays left. Was that a first down? It'll be second down, short yardage.
We saw Gaynor get involved in the offense that time around, the first time they've really utilized his skills out there.
Gaynor has been with us since the very first Dupor Bowl video year, which was 1984, John.
Well, Gaynor certainly is at this point a veteran. We've been calling him a rookie in years past, but with 7 years experience in the league, at this point we would certainly have to give him veteran status.
That's correct.
He also did an excellent job as color man in last year's Dupor.
Yes, he did. Now it's snapped back to Harold Darak. Harold's looking to throw. Nobody open, good coverage. Now Tvardzik trying to break free, but he's well covered. And hands off now to Jeffrey Darak. Jeffrey's running with the ball up the field. Look at this. He's still running, and he finally stops it at about the 20-yard line. They take another timeout with 2 plays still remaining.
Some questions out there, Mike, as to whether Jeffrey Darak's presence creates an unfair advantage.
They still have 1 timeout left. That's a good point. Now they're blitzing. Darak's running, and Hawley does not get him, and he's got a good block downfield. Condon's trying to get him. Tvardzik's block. He's going to go in and score, and they take a 3-score advantage. It is now 35.
Apparently Cwanek.
Oh, he did. Cwanek stopped him. I'm sorry. We missed that here. What's that?
No timeout. Turn the play.
There's 1 play left in the game. They'll have a timeout, and they'll be able to make it really 2 plays to score. First and goal, a key play by Cwanek. I didn't even see that up here in the booth. You can believe that.
As you've mentioned, Mike, this is one of the warmest Dupors in Dupor Bowl history. It appears it's a very comfortable 50, 55, 60 degrees up here in the booth.
Yeah, I'd say it is the warmest. I think 3 years ago we recorded it as 55 degrees. It was sunny that time though. There's a little cloud cover, with a little bit of a breeze. Now an interesting formation with Gaynor at quarterback. They're blitzing. Gaynor gets it off. Intercepted by Doug Condon, and what a key play by the defensive standout, Doug Condon. That'll be the end of the first half.
Take one play.
Touchback. You got a timeout. Touchback.
They take a timeout, and the ball will come out to the 10.
No, he's in the end zone.
He was in the end zone.
End zone.
Ball will come out to the 10. They'll have one play. We could do a replay, but still, they haven't really asked for it, and it is a little technically a bit of a problem. But
Murray's team does have its 3 timeouts remaining, and there is officially 1 play left. Or excuse me, 2 timeouts remaining.
That's correct, John. Very good point. This could be extended more than I thought.
And this is the second time in Dupor Bowl history that we have had a second game in action.
They've switched to Condon and quarterback. Condon, Murray's going long. He throws it out for Murray. Tvardzik, incomplete. Oh!
Nice toss.
Tvardzik trying to pick that off. Doug Condon, very nice throw there.
Another timeout.
Timeout?
You have another one?
Yeah.
Tvardzik playing center field on that one. Murray appeared open. The ball was just thrown a couple yards short, and Tvardzik playing center field tipped the ball. Murray, of course, didn't have quite the agility to get back on that one, but nice play again by Tvardzik.
Doug Condon last year really saw quarterback action for the first time, and I must say, despite his great defensive play last year, his passing stats were not great.
28-14.
28-14. Condon was 9 of 26 passing.
Condon did demonstrate a nice arm on that one, though, Mike.
That's for sure.
Murray appears to be taking a little bit of a break on this one.
I imagine we'll be seeing the Hail Mary here, John, where he'll just send Murray and Cwanek as deep as possible. They're out there, rushed by Gaynor. Condon throws it up for grabs. It is picked off by Harold Darak at the 18. Looking for running room. He has a chance to try to take it in. There's no time left on the clock. He is... Oh! I don't believe it. He scores!
Incredible run by Darak.
An incredible turn of events. That's halftime. 35-30. John, that really is an incredible turn of events. A 40-yard TD interception return. And
that's the risk you always take, Mike, when you try to throw that Hail Mary, that the pass will be intercepted, but no one ever thinks that it can be rushed back the entire way for a touchdown.
And we're now here at halftime at Lafayette Field. John, an incredible turn of events. Condon had made the great defensive play for his team with the interception in the end zone when it looked like Darak was driving. And then with the Hail Mary pass, Darak intercepts it around his own 20, and it's returned all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. They take a 35-14 lead, big lead, and we're done with one half of play here at the Dupor Bowl.
It was, as you mentioned, Mike, it was an unexpected first half of play. Darak's team really dominated with that 35-14 score, and we would have guessed or would have estimated prior to the game that Hawley's team and Murray's team, if any, had the advantage.
Yeah, that's what we thought. They had the veteran receivers. I think Jim Hawley's throwing was a little bit errant so far today, and at one point they did replace him with Condon. Here's Harold Darak now for a halftime interview. Harold, an amazing turn of events.
He's the first half MVP.
The interception with the return.
Well, we had a pretty good double coverage. Paul was back there, so I took the chance and got lucky and got some good blocks up front from Dave, and Jeffrey got in the way, and before you knew it, I got in the end zone.
That was excellent play, Harold. And it's 35-14. It's a bit warmer probably than it's ever been out there in the Dupor Bowl.
I'm down to a t-shirt. I'm down to a t-shirt, and I'm sweating in that t-shirt. It's 60, 65 out.
Really, you don't look too good.
Great weather. Great Dupor Bowl weather.
So good.
Here is Jeffrey Darak. Jeffrey, how are you enjoying your first Dupor Bowl?
Good.
Yeah, it's having a good time out there. You're doing well. Congratulations, and pretty soon you and all your friends will be the only ones playing, and we'll all be up in the booth announcing the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, a few years ago, I recall he was here and he did utter the unforgettable quote, "Daddy, Daddy, poo-poo, Daddy."
That's right. That was a famous moment in Dupor Bowl history. Let's get the new slim and trim Paul Tvardzik down here for an interview.
Paul, have those pants made a difference in this first half?
I don't know. Maybe the hands are the difference.
All right. Paul, you did a great job with the field as usual. You're really looking good out there today.
I don't know. I feel good.
The
weather, I think that's got a lot to do with it.
Well, for the second half, let's see. what's going to happen. Players look really winded here. The warm weather, I think, is having an effect this year.
It's taking its toll. Tiring out early. Gonna have to take a little bit of a timeout.
You did? Well, let's send Daryl in. Dave Gaynor with an injury. Dave has had problems with the ankles in the past, but this time the report is a hamstring injury.
Lost 2 guys so far.
And 2 guys have gone down with that team.
I noticed the crowd has picked up.
Yeah,
a
tremendous crowd, Paul, this year, and I think in part it's because of the field that you have put together for us. You've done a great job. Can we get Doug Condon and Bruce Murray over here? I know a little dejected on that side of the ball, but
The last 2 rookies got knees blown out and one set of
guys, what's going on down there? We gave the edge to your side at the beginning of this game with the performance in the past with both of you as fine receivers in this league. What does it look like down there? What's going on?
I think it's the play call.
You did a good job.
We had better play calling. Yeah, it looks like I better step in the middle here because it looks like Bruce is getting a little angry.
We're just not
only surmise who that is.
We're not executing off the ball. The breaks aren't going our way. They had a couple of big interceptions which stopped some drives. And, it was a tough first half, but we're going to regroup and it'll be
35-14. It was a really tough turn of events, Doug, with that big interception you had. It looked like that really saved the day and was going to keep you in this game and even a shot at scoring some more. And then Harold Darak, with the touchdown return, just amazing he was able to negotiate through all those people.
Good blocking on the return. Yeah, it was a definite backbreaker, but that's only one half of football.
All right. Well, good luck, man.
You're going to see the biggest comeback in Dupor Bowl history.
Has there ever been a comeback in Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Check the record books.
All right, we'll get to work on that. Thanks, Bruce. And joining us in the booth for the second half will be one of our all-time great color commentators who last year just filled in very admirably, only because he got here late and couldn't get in the game, and that's Dave Gaynor. Dave, you'll provide us with some interesting insight, having been on the field for the first half and now in the booth in the second half.
Yeah.
What happened? We didn't really see the play. What happened down there?
I juked Bruce, fell on my face, and I pulled my hamstring pretty much.
Of course, Dave, last year there was an intangible on Bruce's end of the ball, that often noted Scorpion Bowl. Could that be lacking this year?
Well, that could. Well, we did have a number of beers last night.
Okay.
I didn't catch a Jimmy Fonda this morning. That's what I usually do.
We'll certainly welcome.
Just disappointed.
We'll certainly welcome.
But looking forward to watch the Condon Murray twosome. We'd like to wish Murray a happy wedding, because he is married.
Okay, here we are in the second half of Dupor Bowl XIII, game number 1. Murray kicks off.
A fine
His team
kickoff.
is losing at this point.
I downed it. I don't know. I'd have to take it down. Yep.
Vinny, they tell Vinny to down it, and Vinny downs it in the end zone.
Good move by Vinny. They will get it out at the 10.
We do have a couple of player changes this second half. Let's spot those changes for you. Colonese has gone in, taking Cwanek's spot, and Vinny has gone in. Who is Vinny in for there?
Myself.
Vinny, I'm sorry. Of course, Vinny's in for Dave Gaynor. Dave pulled a hamstring on that in that first half. We saw him laying on the ground there a little bit. We weren't sure what quite was wrong with him, but apparently he did injure that hamstring.
If I'm correct, probably the offense might be just short passes, keeping the. Well, like I thought, they're down and out. They're trying to keep the drive alive since they do not have the speed of the other team. But a long drive, can do a lot for you.
As we mentioned in that first half, Dave, Tvardzik seems to be operating at a level above prior Dupor Bowls, at least the first 11 Dupor Bowls.
Yeah, there was some concern that he had stickum on his hands, but that was proved negative at halftime.
Tvardzik has lost some weight, it appears, and maybe that's the difference.
Extremely sharp.
Of course, it's 35-14 here. Darak with that big interception return for a touchdown at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that was a very crucial play.
We're concerned that could be a backbreaker in this game, especially with Darak's team receiving this kickoff. Pitch to Jeffrey. Back to Darak.
A pretty sharp fake there by Darak, looking to pass, even though he passed the line of scrimmage, but I don't think Condon went for that.
Was that a first down or that one, Dave?
It was about it looks about 2 or 3 yards short,
Okay.
but a fine first down play to keep the drive alive.
Of course, let's not make light of this defensive stand here by Murray's team. Murray's team basically has to stop them on this drive. 42-14 would be a pretty large margin to tackle.
Isn't it Tvardzik tried to eclipse his 87 season when he had a total of 199 yards for the game. Seems he may even beat that this year. Mike Hawley's hiking the ball.
Oh, Vinny open in the end zone. Cwanek with the coverage.
Cwanek seems to be getting beat all day.
Vinny slipped through the zone and he was wide open. Actually caught the ball.
Fine pass once again by Harold Darak. One of the all-time standouts in Dupor history.
Darak is well over the 50% completion mark. How many yards has he thrown for, Dave? I believe it's close to 1,000 yards.
Oh yes, he went over the 1,000 yards last year. I believe it was 1,000 and let me see, altogether 1,016 yards, which is just a milestone.
There's a 42-14 score here. What does Murray's team have to do? I mean, that's a good. How many points down? 4 scores down.
Yeah, that's tough. The kickoff here was we used to just roll it up and look for the bounce. This seems to be the same way. Up and it goes out of bounds. There's another 5 yards. And looking back, that may be how I injured my hamstring on the kicking.
Was it really?
Stretching out, I may have pulled it a little bit and taken it out during a battle with Mr. Murray.
The Goldspink certainly showed his kicking ability in the 2 times that he did kick, putting it through the end zone.
Very impressive. I believe he's been playing soccer for 10 years. That's where we drafted him to kick. So tough loss. 2 kickers out. That could be tough for Darak's team.
Of course, those knee injuries are tough. Let's hope it's just a sprain.
Oh, fine kick. Condon, known for his speed.
Condon brings it back to the 18.
Condon looking frustrated that he can't get that explosive speed going like he has the past number of years.
Hold on.
Ooh.
I'm only picking you up.
Dave, I don't know. You might have to either stand on this side or talk louder or something.
Yeah, you might have to talk louder. I'm only picking up John now.
Okay.
We may have missed that play. It was an incomplete pass to Bruce Murray.
How's it now? A little better? Little technical difficulties there. My mumbling is one of them. It's a 2nd and 10 here.
Big second down. Murray's team has not shown what we expected them to show early in this game.
What?
Oh my goodness!
Again!
Touchdown!
Unbelievable!
49-14.
Incredible! I may go out in the, I'm just shocked here. Look at the grin on Tvardzik face.
Has been incredible in this game, has elevated his game to superstar status. Totally incredible. We're not sure. Of course, last year Paul did show flashes of brilliance. Notable touchdown catches. Excellent 2 Dupor Bowl games last year, and Paul has continued that play in Dupor Bowl XIII.
Although noted for his drop passes in the end zone, no sign of that here this year. Another fine kick, got the bounce over the head. Condon picks it up, looking for the outside, fakes inside, goes outside. Comes around the corner. Oh. There's Condon's brilliance in his speed. You can see him just turn the corner and take off.
Nice kick return by Condon that time. At this point, unfortunately, we might say that it could be a little bit too little, too late.
That's right. That looks like that was a backbreaker on that interception. I'm going out on a ledge here and saying Tvardzik looks like he may be the MVP of this game, but there's still a long time to go.
Tvardzik was pushing for MVP of the '89 season. We're not quite sure at this point who did win that award. Dave, you have the statistics. Does that break out MVP? Last year, Condon won the MVP award for his great defensive play. Of course, Murray and Darak have both won MVP awards numerous times. This year, Tvardzik may win that award for the first time in a number of years.
Looks like Murray's going deep.
Sorry, folks. Ready, set.
Nice completion, 8 yards to Hawley. You see a change in strategy out there for Hawley's team. Hawley out as receiver that time, Condon back as quarterback. Things just haven't worked out for this Murray team the way they would have liked.
Yep, usually the Murray-Condon duo and receiving is just too difficult to cover, but this year it just hasn't panned out.
Of course, Darak and Tvardzik are operating at such high levels out there. Now they have Colonese, commissioner of the league, Mike Colonese, has taken over for Gaynor out on the Darak team.
Looking deep. But, some good blocking here. We got the rush. The rush is coming in. They could catch him on the 50. A nice block by Cwanek. They're going deep. Oh, Doug's running back and forth. He's getting pretty tired. The pass. Deep. Oh, almost intercepted. Mike Colonese off the chest.
Murray's showing great disappointment out there. I'm sure he was running quite a bit on that play.
He can't seem to figure it out.
Of course, the score of 49-14 can't make Murray feel too good at this point in time. I'm sure he feels very dejected at this point. Dave, you noted that you weren't heavily involved in Darak's offense in the first half. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, we had usually I'm going deep very often, but we are trying to keep myself inside since Tvardzik was just catching everything and he was getting open, and I was faking long and pulling in short and leaving Tvardzik wide open. We're getting harassed from the team. Forgot to turn to third down, which it is third down. They're down in a short 2.5 maybe, a long 2.
Darak, known as some sort of statistician or mathematician, we certainly don't want to argue with him as far as a down.
That is correct. You are correct, sir.
Let's see Murray here, what they have to come up with on third down.
And they watch for the run play possibly, but doesn't look like in the setup. Murray looks open, quick pass.
First
down.
We have 6 plays left in this third quarter. It appears that how many points do we have here? 49-14, 35, 34 point deficit.
63 points?
Yeah, it has been a large output of points here, but Murray's team is down by an incredible number of touchdowns.
Yeah.
See if they can stick this one quickly into the end zone here to conserve some plays.
Condon quarterback. This is rare because Condon hasn't known for his quarterbacking abilities. Murray with a dive, almost a fine attempt by Murray though.
Murray's giving it his all out there, but just can't quite come up with enough this year.
Bill Condon last year had his best, well, so-called best year. He had 9 completions in 26 attempts. Overall, he's 14 for 40, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for 130 yards, at 35% completion rate. Not too impressive, though.
Condon was named MVP of last year's Dupor Bowl, due primarily to his numerous great defensive plays, knocking away of passes and the like. Hawley had it in his hands, couldn't come up with it.
Condon dejected, laying on the ground. This will bring up third down. Third down at a long 8. Make that 6.
Jeffrey Darak out there having an excellent time.
He is. He took a little abuse in the first half, but he popped right back up to show how tough he will be in the future, and he'll be a force to contend with.
He is wearing his shoulder pads today. Can that be construed as a slight advantage for the Darak team?
Mostly, I think his speed is what makes him so impressive. So their blitz may not be a good idea.
Condon to Murray. Oh, Murray
complete.
catches it in the end zone for a touchdown.
Bobbled. Well, they won't go to the replay on that one. That was clear. Uh-oh. Murray's down.
He landed hard on that right leg.
May have been...
Bruce has been known to shake off these injuries in the past.
So I don't know, the frustration may just be too much for him today.
49-21.
My job. It's part of my job, Doug.
But Wyskiel,
Keeper of the tee.
he's got the tee and he's going to come out for the kick.
Still a 4-touchdown deficit for the Murray team.
Murray seems to be going over and grabbing a Miller.
Only 3 plays left in this third quarter.
Miller genuine draft light.
49-21.
Feel better now.
He says he feels better now. Miller genuine draft light being the sponsor of today's Dupor Bowl. 91.
91.
Oh, I'm sorry, I read it upside down. We could thank that.
Darak with the ball in the end zone brings it out.
Cutting back. Couple cutbacks. He makes a few more yards
To
than
the 15. He's got some running room.
He gets
Cwanek
it.
finally nails him at the 19.
Fine run. Some impressive blocking on that play. As you can see, maybe possible future Dupor bowlers in the background, playing on the sidelines.
There's a new player. We've had a couple new players in this year's Dupor Bowl. Linda, maybe you can tell us about this Vinny individual. Who is this person?
Rippini.
Oh, Daryl. Excuse me. We've been calling him Vinny. Another example of wrong name calls by the booth personnel.
Has been seen in the past very often.
Slightly underthrown. Second down, 2 plays left in the third quarter.
Definite technical difficulties. I don't know if the microphone and audio doesn't seem to be working as well as it was the first half.
Pitch back to Darak. Darak can run in this situation. Colonese open. Again underthrown.
Probably a good play by Darak, because if that ball was up a little higher, that may have been picked off back for a TD. Murray right in on that.
Third down. He nailed him on the blitz. Great play by Murray on that one. Brings up a 4th down.
This will be, I believe, the first punt of the game for the Darak team.
It's like Tvardzik's been given that opportunity.
He does have a fairly solid leg from what I've seen in practice.
Oh, not on this one.
Oh,
that was about the
28.
28.
But hey, you never know. The run back could have brought it back all the way, so that may have been a strategic move by the Darak team.
Okay, that's the quarter. That's not a play? Okay.
Well, little mistake made by the booth.
Punts are not a play.
So there's one more play in the quarter.
In the third quarter here. Bill Wyskiel, notably absent from at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls there in the late 80s, has made an appearance for the second year in a row. He's not playing in this year's Dupor Bowl.
Trying to mark the first down marker. Looks like it's just about right on. A fine job done by Wyskiel.
And as I mentioned previously, this is the second Dupor Bowl where we've had an alternate game going on in the background with the future Dupor Bowl participants.
With some strange receivers on this one. I'm not sure exactly what they're... This looks like an offside here by... But,
Hawley and Cwanek.
Almost a collision in the center of the field.
Murray blocking. Whoa!
Tvardzik again in for the breakup.
Yeah, that was a push. We'll get it to him.
No,
he hit him right.
Uh-oh. Looks
He
like
had a
Cwanek
serious
down.
collision down there. Serious collision at about the 25-yard line.
Initially, it didn't look like such a bad collision, but they're still down.
Who's down on the field? I can't tell from
Tvardzik and Cwanek. Tvardzik is back up. He shakes it off with his new Dolphin shirt on this year.
That'll be an automatic first down. There was a pass interference in there. Murray was pushed from behind early.
This would only be probably a 3 or 4 yard gain. So this seems to be it. This is Cwanek's back and we're looking deep. Condon fading back. Oh, a pass inside. A fine rush by the young Darak. He seems to be all over the quarterback.
Darak, young Jeffrey Darak does seem to be a unfair advantage out there, Dave. How do you view this?
Well, I do have to agree. I mean, with the couple of the pitches in the first half, gave the older Darak the ability to run, which gave him some fine gains.
Murray had questioned that vigorously in the first half. I'm surprised we haven't heard from him more the second half. He plays.
We have it all under control here in the booth. Bruce looking deep. He seems to be wide open, but a nice rush by Darak. Uh-oh, there's the double cover.
Murray up.
Oh.
Murray looked like had some room behind Darak,
but another fine rush again by the young Darak.
Young Jeffrey Darak, the second generation of Dupor Bowl participants, came in at the count of 3 and put on a fine rush on Condon. And Murray upset with himself back there because he felt that he had some room behind Darak. The ball was put over Darak's head and Murray couldn't come up with the pass. Here we have a third down with 13 plays remaining in the fourth quarter. Each team has their full complement of timeouts. Of course, this 49-21 score does still seem overwhelming.
Uh-oh, here's the tandem I was possibly worried about with the Condon-Murray receiving team. It's usually in the past has come up big. Once again, a fine game. That will give him a first down. It's a tough angle. Bill Wyskiel looking at the marker, and he moves it. It's a first down.
Last year, Hawley showed some excellence at quarterback, throwing 14 touchdown passes. This year, we haven't seen that spark, but that time, we did see a nice pass by Hawley.
A blitz coming in. A quick pass. Condon catches it.
5-yard gain.
Fine reactions by Mr. Hawley. In the past, I believe, has been a fine quarterback. Jim Hawley overall with 950 yards, in total passing. 74 for 180 with a 41% completion rate. Within the Dupor, because of the tough defense, is not a bad percentage completion rate.
Hawley has probably exceeded the 1,000-yard mark at this point.
Once again, the tandem together. Condon slipping down. Condon getting, he's got him on the 1. They really picked up their offense there. They're just moving right down the field.
Again, this could be too little too late for the Murray team. Down by 28 points, just a total of 4 scores.
Condon comes in, down and out. The pass to Cwanek.
What a touchdown! Beautiful play.
An early hit, but he held on to it.
Cwanek, not known as a pass receiver, came up big on that one, bringing the score to 49-28.
Closing the gap.
So the Murray team now 3 scores down with 9 plays remaining. Looks like Cwanek's going to kick this one off.
Trouble in the pass, but not this time.
Whoa, nice kick by Cwanek. Puts it deep in the end zone. Darak threatens to kick it out.
Puts his knee down. Saw Condon coming on a dead sprint.
Cwanek in the past has worn his work boots to prior Dupor Bowls, but this year and last year, I believe, has made the move to tennis shoes or sneakers. With Darak at quarterback and his high percentage of passing, that would seem unlikely at this point.
I'd keep an eye out for the short passes. This is to keep a drive going. This could be.
Whoa! Nice play by Cwanek.
The teams are coming.
Cwanek comes over at Tvardzik's back and knocked the ball away. It's a good play by Cwanek.
The offense seems to be lighting up.
It is a beautiful field, one of the best Tvardzik fields in Dupor Bowl history.
Low hike.
Good rush by Murray.
He got it off.
Tvardzik gets the ball away. Short pass. Let's get these down correct here. What down is that? What down do you have, Dave?
I believe this will be a third down.
Appears to be a third down. We have a 49-28 score. The Murray team has attempted to come back in the second half. They were down by a number of points at halftime, and they claimed that their backs weren't broken, but it appears at this point to have been too large a deficit to come back from.
There's a curious setup here. The 2 guys on the left-hand side.
Whoa! Murray picks it up.
I believe that's Murray's ball.
What's the ruling on that one?
Play here, right there. He's trying to
appears that fumbles are down at the point of the fumble, especially where Jeffrey Darak is concerned. And again, at halftime, Murray and Darak have been such tough competitors over the years. I expect to hear some rumblings from Murray about the Jeffrey Darak's presence in this game.
I'm curious on the, that was not a fumble, apparently. A
Punt by Darak.
Dying. Oh, this could be trouble.
Cwanek and
We got
Hawley.
it back at the 22
Cwanek picks it up.
Tough bounce on that punt.
On the field.
Going across the middle, Murray.
Murray open. Catches the ball across the 29-yard line for a first down.
We hear the rumbling from the crowd in the background. I tell you, pretty good-sized crowd for today's Dupor.
Yes, we have at least, let's see.
3, 4, 5,
I put it at 20
7.
spectators.
Yep, 7 plus you got the
Timeout.
field. We have a timeout.
Makes it 7 plays left in the game. Of course, Murray's team at this point fighting for respectability. Murray's record in the Dupor Bowls has been incredible. He's working at a better than 80% winning percentage, and again, he's a fierce competitor. He doesn't take losing in these games very lightly. In last year's Dupor Bowl, Murray also lost the first game and then came back to win the second game. His fiancée at that point, Jocelyn, was at the game, and at this point she's not here. That may make a difference. Let's go back to live action. Hawley with the ball.
The two all-time receivers deep. They got him deep.
Short, goes long. Touchdown! Murray bobbling the ball at the 1. Got control of it in the end zone. Murray comes up big.
Once again, the Murray
brings the score to 49 to 35. Brings them within 2 scores at this point. Murray, in last year's first game, was noted as a one-man gang. This year, not quite up to that level, but that was a beautiful catch for a touchdown.
An excellent. He went for a down and out, and whoever was covering went for the fake, and
Kickoff. Okay.
Took it upfield in a fine timing pattern. Once again, the Murray and Condon, the 2 top receivers all time in the Dupor Bowl, set for another touchdown.
Again, Dave, we have to question whether that's the case of a little bit too little, too late here.
Watch you take another fine kick.
Darak catches the ball inside the end zone, brings it out.
Fine block.
He's up to the 10, 15, at the 12, Cwanek nails him.
The fine block down at the 2, which could have, if they put him back at the 2, that could have been trouble. Setting up to Tvardzik. Tvardzik, I believe, is the 3rd all-time, another blitz by Murray.
Tries to take off with the ball. Murray nails him at about the 9.
They're really putting pressure on here, huh? I don't know if Doug Condon's comments hit the half could be coming true here.
What did Condon say at the half?
I believe he said that this would be the biggest comeback in Dupor history. We have a timeout on the field.
Timeout, that's Murray's team's second timeout. Brings 6 plays back. Second down. Tvardzik and Darak conferring on the side in the backfield there.
Tvardzik.
Short pass. Oh, Condon almost intercepts. Vinny seemed a little bit lackadaisical there. Daryl seemed lackadaisical on the pass pattern. Condon almost picked it off. That could have been a big play.
There would have been only 1 score down.
That could have brought the score within reach, but no, Condon was just unable to come up with it. That brings up a 3rd down for the Darak team.
I may suggest a down and out.
5 plays left in the game, 1 timeout left for the Murray team. Of course, Murray, we knew, wouldn't go down lightly, wouldn't take a loss lightly.
A fierce competitor.
Fierce competitor. This game is going to be contested until the last play is snapped.
Murray,
Colonese, commissioner of the league, back at quarterback now. Darak in motion. Pitch back to Darak. Murray comes in.
This could be a first down. Oh,
first down, Darak. Big running play. Cwanek nails him at about the 22, but Murray was unable to catch him. Murray's team has been unable to come up with a big turnover in this second half, Dave. I think coming into the half at such a deficit, they knew they had to come up with a turnover. They've been trying to come up with it, but they haven't quite been able to do it. Darak with the ball. Colonese is open, nailed immediately by Condon.
Seems that every time Mike Colonese comes into the game and runs that pattern, he can kill another team because of his size and surprising quickness.
4 plays left in this year's Dupor Bowl. No timeouts left for the Murray team. They've just taken their last timeout.
He's second down in the yard. The running play may be in order here.
Darak's team can seemingly run out the clock without the...
Watch out for the young Darak who's in the backfield.
Darak with the ball. Jeffrey Darak's behind him. Open again, not able to come up with a catch.
Good timing.
Okay, third down. Three plays left in this year's Dupor Bowl. Murray's team has no timeouts. We wouldn't expect at this point that Darak's team would use one of their 3 timeouts.
One first down, and that it could be it. It will be it if there's one more first down. Tvardzik is conferring with Darak.
You might think at this point in the game that Tvardzik might want that one more touchdown. No, he's actually going to be snapper on this play.
I don't know if they have any more blitzes left. Blitz. That calls first down. I'd say he was about an inch early.
Darak showing some sign of injury.
This was the first time I've seen Darak down with a possible injury. Ever. He's reaching for his hamstring possibly.
Of course, that's been one of Darak's key to successes in these Dupor Bowls is his durability. Year after year, he seems to come back strong with no sign of injury at all. And yet here in Dupor Bowl XIII, there is a slight injury.
I'm not sure. Murray seems to be kicking dirt now. Let's see how he walks it. We can talk. Maybe a groin pull. Could be a groin pull. That's a possibility.
This has been one of the first years in recent Dupor Bowls where Darak has not brought a female companion. I wonder if that's possibly aided or detracted from Darak's play in this year's game.
I question the placement. It wasn't the first down, but to move the ball up about... I guess they're giving him a first down.
They gave him the first down on that one.
Well, that don't think that will really make a difference, but...
Going back to Darak. Darak with the ball. Look where it goes deep. Off the way! Hawley with the ball running down the sideline. Let's see if he can take it all the way. They've got him cornered. Jeffrey and Harold Darak both nail him at about the 22-yard line. Harold Darak's noticeably limping.
Yes, it appears to be a possible groin pull.
Which
is very painful.
That's the one big turnover that the Murray team's been looking for. Came with only one play left in today's game.
One play, no timeouts. This could be the final play of the 91 Dupor.
You know Murray's team's going to go for a touchdown on this play with the score 49-35. They want to make it as close as possible.
Darak congratulating his members of his team. Curious why they're playing so close up. You know they're going to have to go deep.
They've got the left side
tandem
here.
Condon going to the right. Bad pass.
Knocked away by Tvardzik, and that's the game.
That pretty sums up the game right there. The pass broken up by Tvardzik, and his overall play. I'm jumping the gun here, but I would have to go with Tvardzik being the MVP. Very impressive.
Tvardzik has lifted his game. His prior Dupor Bowls, Paul is a veteran performer, always performed well, but in last year's Dupor Bowl and here again in this year's Dupor Bowl has really lifted that game up to superstar status.
Yep.
What would you think, Dave?
I have to agree. I was surprised myself when he caught that first touchdown pass. He's noted for his drops, but he was not just dropping anything, he was picking passes off and just a scoring prowess.
Of course, this has been the second year in a row where Murray has lost the first game of Dupor Bowl. Made an attempt this year to make teams as even as possible.
Initially, I felt that the other team had the advantage, but apparently not. This shows that on any given Saturday, any team can beat any other team.
Okay, there you have it. From Dave Gaynor, one of Dupor Bowl's noted performers and veterans at this point. Do we have a sponsor in this year's Dupor Bowl?
Where are we here? We would like to thank Miller Genuine Draft, who is the sponsor of this year's Dupor Bowl. Genuine Draft Light and Genuine Draft, a fine brew.
Maybe we can get Vinny in here for a quick comment. Daryl, excuse me. Daryl, as a first-year participant in this year's Dupor Bowl, what do you think about the level of competition? Healthy.
Good block, even.
And what the curious said, what kind of injury was that at the end of the day? We assume that it may be a groin injury, yes, we are correct on that.
Another blowout in Dupor Bowl, basically 49 to.
Blowout! What do you mean blowout?
48. Another quarter.
49-5, sorry. Okay, I take that back. A hotly contested Dupor Bowl.
First time in Dupor Bowl history we've had 3 replacements, 3 substitutes.
And there is some contemplation that this may be the last year of the Dupor Bowl with all the injuries.
I think we have a whole year to recover.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, what a player right here. Jeff, say something about your play today.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Oh, how come?